Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is about Only Fools and Horses, Jolly Boys outing, back in the 90s, when it was all filmed in Margate. So the big wheel you see in the background is at Dreamland, which is where they filmed as well, but it's not the big wheel that was there before. The original big wheel that was filmed on the Jolly Boys outing was the biggest big wheel in Europe at the time, at 180 meters. It was massive. Front, which has changed a little bit. Even the harbour used to be many boats, but now not so much. And also the Turner Centre, I don't believe was there when they filmed back in the early 90s. And then there's Margate train station, where they've spent the day in Margate around Dreamland, etc., and they've come to get the train home, but they've missed the train by 10 minutes because it's bank holiday and they can't. The next train is the next morning, so that's when they decide to go their separate ways and try and find lodgings for the They've spent the day in Margate around Dreamland, etc., and they've come to get the train home. But they've missed the train by 10 minutes. Because it's bank holiday and they can't. The next train is the next morning, so that's when they decide to go their separate ways and try and find lodgings for the evening. And it's where Trigger gets left on his own, and then he's got his dolphin and he just goes he can't make his mind up, can he? He's indecisive, and then in the end he walks off. But that's when Delboy and Rodney and Uncle Albert, they end up at Mrs. Driscoll's. And she's got the Mirabella guest house in Cliftonville. I'll take you there now, but it's all been knocked down and rebuilt, so I could only show you the location, unfortunately. By the way, Trigger didn't have his dolphin because he'd lost it, if you remember. He actually said in the train station scene, so I've lost my dolphin. So yeah, he walked off, but he was dolphinless. This is what's left of Dreamland now. You've still got the Scenic Railway, which is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, in the UK. All made of wood. But I think rumour has it that's the end of the Scenic Railway in Dreamland. They're gonna stop using it, apparently. So it goes right round there as well, but obviously it's closed at the moment. It's not, it's just a summer fairground, maybe spring, but it's not quite spring yet. So yeah, Delboy, wasn't he? They went on the Scenic Railway. There was a ride called the Mary Rose. Delboy got them all on that, and they were all feeling sick. And then a donut fell. The Jolly Boys outing. So there's the big wheel, but it's not. It's never going to be like the old big wheel. The old big wheel was like 3 times that size. It was unbelievable. Why they took that down, I don't know. But there you go. I mean, it was built when Dreamland became Ben Bon Brothers. And then it went back to being Dreamland again. But yeah, this is iconic, you know. Show you the area and the location, but yeah, so they'd come back and they were trying to get Uncle Albert up because Mrs. Driscoll said if you come back late you won't be able to get in. So they're throwing stones up at the window. John Sullivan was brilliant. So we're going to go down to Lido, which is just over the road, and I'll show you the Mardigra, but as I said, we won't be able to go in. But yeah, that's where he sees Raquel.
It is her.
Yeah, Delboy kind of rekindles the Raquel love story, if you like, from the Mardi Gras. So we're here down at the Lido years and years ago, probably actually when they filmed this. Just in this space they had like a bandstand, all deck chairs, and you had the music playing, and you sit outside and listen to the music. But yeah, that's it. It doesn't look much, but that's how it goes when you're filming.
I wasn't sure what to do with myself. I haven't got any family except a brother in Milton Keynes, but we haven't spoken for years. So I saw my agent, and she tied me in with Ray.
Ray?
The great Raimondo.
Oh.
This is where the Mardi Gras was filmed, when Del Boy met back up with Raquel and they got together after a little fight with the magician boyfriend. Yeah, you'll know what I mean if you see it. So one last location is the coach park, where their coach blew up. Brilliant. And I love the scene where the coach is all in flames now. It's gone, and Del Boy's got his arm around Harry, the driver. Says, "It's all right, Harry, I won't tell you, governor." Just classic comedy, you know. Can't remember how many times. So around about here is where the coach would have been, just in front of you. But as you can see, it's a car park now for a doctor's surgery. So yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Because you want all these iconic locations to be as they were, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Yeah, but yeah, this is it. This is the actual grounds where the coach park was, and the coach blew up. So that's about it, guys. I think I did make a list, and we've covered everything really in Margate. I mean, they stopped at the halfway house when they come down in the coach, and it wasn't really a halfway house. It was just near Herne Bay, on the side of the motorway there, which used to be a 2-lane when it was filmed, and now it's a 4-lane dual carriageway. So yeah, that was. It was actually a pub back in the day, but now I think it's just a. I don't know if it's a hotel or a restaurant. I'm not sure, but it's no longer a pub. Yeah, that was it really. Apart from not being able to get in places, in Mardi Gras, inside Dreamland, etc. But
What a plonker.